Well, Dave, we are officially live on everything except Instagram today. It's pretty exciting. I think we got a cool episode in store for everybody. It's a cool, like 9 degrees here in Reno. And by 9 degrees, I mean it's probably like 64.
That's not that cold.
Yeah, it's awful. I told someone back in the day, and I told myself that I was going to retire from the cold forever. And it just won't leave me alone. It keeps following me everywhere I go.
Well, the good news is you're not that old, so you have plenty of time to retire.
Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is become nomadic. So when it's summer, I'm going to be here. When it's winter, I'm going to move down south. And then if it ever
I think it's the way to go.
Yeah, and if it ever gets below 72 degrees, I'm leaving. Out.
Run away.
Done. Done for life.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Hashtag DUN, done.
I love it. So we get a good one today.
Yeah.
I think I'll introduce it a little bit and let you run with it today. So the cool thing about the social media and the marketing world and all that is it changes so fast, and staying ahead of it's so important. So something that's recently been put out by Google is once again changing the layout of social media. So let's talk about that, Chan.
Yeah, so basically what Google's put out, so they've struggled trying to figure out how to make something social for a long time. Like Google Plus was a colossal failure. It just couldn't compete in the way Facebook was already good at doing what it was doing. And so they've tried a few other things, and YouTube's probably their most successful thing that they've acquired. But now they've introduced something called Google Posts. And what Google Posts do is it's basically when people are searching, you create these little posts, and when they search for your business or a business similar to you, they see those little posts in little boxes. So it might be, hey, check out this blog post. It might be download this worksheet or come in for a free intro session. But they see the little posts and they can scroll through all the posts when they're looking at search and when they're looking at maps. And when you go in the back end, you go to your little Google My Business account, which you can get on your phone and you can get on the desktop. And you just go in there and there's a little section that says Google Posts. And you put a picture up, and then you put the headline, and then you can add a button if you want. So it could just be like a motivational thing with no button, or you can add like a button to your whatever you want people to go to, your phone call, or your consult, or a blog post, or anything like that. And then from there, they have like a little learn more button. So it essentially looks like a little Facebook sponsored post, but it's organic because there's not really a big way to promote that just yet. And so then when people search, they see that. They see your business name, all the normal information about your business. Then they see the posts. And so they see like, oh, hey, I want to click on that, or I want to click on that. And one thing I think Google's done really well with this is that they figured out a way to maybe make their search results a little more organic and a little more social. Because what you do with those posts, they don't sit there forever. The posts come up, and then about 5 days later, they disappear. So then you always have to continuously put new posts and new content up. So now when people are searching for your business or businesses like yours, they're always seeing new things pop up, and it doesn't just become this like stagnant thing that just sits there. So they took a little bit out of Facebook's playbook and made the little social posts. Then they took a little bit out of like Snapchat's playbook and made them disappear. And I think they've got a pretty cool product and offering that everybody should at least test out and see how it works.
Yeah, I think this is it's pretty significant because at least for the last year, we found it that, the website wasn't as important for service-based businesses. People are in that social media world. So if they want to know about you and know about your brand and your story, they're seeing it constantly in the social media world. And, when we were getting down to, we have some strategic website partnerships, and it just wasn't as important, so like, me and one of my businesses, the gym, it's just not as sexy, like, oh, the website. Yeah. And search engine optimization. It's like, well, I can really talk to everybody I want to on social media. So this is really good because they've kind of bridged the gap now. They've actually made it so that, when someone is searching for your type of a business, there are, ways for you to communicate and have relevant new information that's constantly getting populated. And because they make it go away in 5 days, they've kind of hooked you into constantly putting your content on their platform. So I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's really neat because you constantly have to shuffle through new stuff. you can get people who are searching for a solution to see the solution you offer right there and click to it. Because what we find on Google is people who need something and they're looking to actually purchase it right there. Whereas social, we have a lot of buy-in and a lot of games we play with them to get them to actually trust us and all that. And so when they see those little Google posts, if you can get something that's enticing enough to get them to click on it, now you've just taken them from their search right into your website or whatever you're doing. And it's not just, and it's something different. They don't just see your business information, they see the post on there as well. So what I would do to get this set up is just map out what you want like 30 posts to look like. And then once you get all 30 posts and pictures and everything created, just put that in a little queue. And then every 5 days, put a new one up. So shuffle them through and make that part of your routine. So that's part of like your social media management schedule now and part of your SEO schedule now. And it allows you to continuously get new content in on there and be social on Google. And a couple other things I think we do a lot on Google is at least every couple of weeks or once a month, I upload pictures to our Google account. And we look at that and you can see that businesses that have pictures get a lot more engagement from the people paying attention to it. So you want to make sure that you maintain and update your Google My Business in addition to your Google Posts account. So you're putting pictures up, you're making sure you're responding to reviews, you're getting people to write reviews on there, and you're overall looking at all the information and data that's compiled right there. And Google My Business is a great source. You see everything right there, your YouTube subscribers, your Google posts, what people are doing, who's getting directions, who's calling you. And so there's just a ton of information on there. And if you're not using that platform in itself, you should just get on there at the same time, because you're going to need to use Google My Business to use your Google Posts. And I think a lot of time Google products are sometimes a little bit difficult to figure out, but they made posts super simple. So anybody can get on there with their phone and do it, download the app.
Yeah, it's really cool. I think another big thing is when people are looking at your business online, if you're not like, so say they go to your Google business account and there's not a lot of information there, that's the perception is that means you don't have a lot going on in your business, right? And so a potential client will look at that, and not, won't fare well for you, because they're looking to see all the activity, the community, okay, what's going on, what you have to offer. And so, you're already doing the work across other platforms. That you just want to make sure that you also populate that, so that when potential clients go there, they actually see a good story and they actually see that it's something that they can connect to. And if they go to one that just has the business and a couple things on it, that must reflect what you actually have going on in your business. So make sure you, like Chan said, put together 30 posts, but don't be paralyzed by it. Don't wait till you get all 30 put together. You can put 30 together over time. You want a week until you actually have them all put together.
Yeah, and here's your plan of action to get that put together. So download Canva or Adobe Spark Post, and then take a bunch of pictures in your facility when people are doing things, or you already have a bunch of pictures, but compile the pictures together of people like smiling, having fun, that portray the demographics you want to portray. And once you get all that together, take the pictures, put it into Canva or Adobe Spark Post, and then put the text on the picture. Because if you just put a picture up, people generally look at the picture and swipe away. So if you can put the text on the picture that tells them what to do, they're going to look down and click the button and all that. So it's easy if you use those two apps. Anybody can make things look nice on Adobe Spark Post and Canva. If you look at a lot of the stuff, we produce it like out of the cave and on our gyms and all that. All of that can be produced on Canva and Adobe Spark Post fairly easily. So those are your tools: Adobe Spark Post, Canva, and then put all your pictures in a Google Drive or wherever you want to store them. And then you have your system for success on Google Post set up.
So easy.
Yeah, so easy a caveman can do it. Is that what they say?
Larry. So easy that Larry can do it.
So easy, Larry the Cave Poof can do it.
This is good. I think it's so important, like understanding that, when new stuff comes out that is relevant, you need to jump on it. You need to make sure that your business is doing it, you understand it, and you just get rolling with it quickly. And then also, understand when things come out and they're not good tools. And so educating yourself is super important. Obviously people listening to this podcast, make sure that, put your own research in on it and see if it's something that you want to do for your business. We heavily recommend it. but you want to put the work in, and really understand how it fits into your overall business game plan, right? It's not the new thing that you shift all your focus to. It's another piece of the overall puzzle that you have to pay attention to.
Yeah, and when it comes down to it, it's just understanding and testing relevancy and then seeing if it works. If it doesn't, just pull back on it. But just pay attention to it. Make sure everything fits in your long-term plan of success. If it doesn't, pull it out. But when something that's a behemoth like Google comes out with a new product, we all want to jump on it at first and test it out and see what we're doing. And chances are right now, if you start doing these posts, you're literally the only one in your area doing it, because everybody else is going to take a year to adapt to this and figure it out or care about it. And if you're the only one putting these little posts up and you have all these things people see when they Google for a business like yours, then you're going to be the one they go to, because it creates that differentiation that we want and that personalization.
I want to be the only one they go to.
Me too.
I want to be the Banana Chan.
I like being the banana in a bunch of bananas.
Absolutely.
It's more fun that way.
I think so, right? Everybody wants to be the special child.
For sure. I want to be
It's definitely us.
And I want to be a snowflake, and I want to eat my avocado toast, and that's it. It's how I want to live my life and not be cold.
It's a great idea.
Right.
All right. Well, I think this is a good one. I think we limit it to the one topic today to make sure that gives people plenty of time to listen to this, go back, re-listen to it, take notes, ask questions. Love to see you guys put some questions in here so we can answer them and interact with you.
Yeah.
And help any way we can.
Good times. If you got questions, as always, post them in the comments or shoot us an email. We will see you guys tomorrow. It's been fun. See ya.
Later.